You've been giving away your power your whole life, and you didn't even notice it. Every time you reacted to someone who didn't deserve it. Every time you explained yourself to people who were never going to understand. Every moment you wasted your energy on the wrong people. You handed them a piece of yourself, a piece of your power, a piece of your peace, and they took it. But today that ends. I'm about to show you 7 dark psychology tricks that Machiavelli himself refined. Tricks that will teach you how to dominate without confrontation, how to win without fighting, and how to become completely untouchable simply by choosing when and to whom you reveal your presence. See, most people operate on autopilot. Someone insults them, they react. Someone questions them, they explain. Someone tries to drain their energy, they allow it. They think they're being strong by engaging. They think they're being smart by defending themselves. But they're wrong. The real power players, they move differently. They don't react. They don't explain. They don't waste a single second on people who don't matter. They guard their attention like it's the most valuable thing in the world, because it is. Think about it. Every billionaire, every powerful leader, every person who's truly untouchable, they all have one thing in common. They're selective. They don't respond to everyone. They don't show up everywhere. They don't give their energy freely. And that's exactly what makes them magnetic. Machiavelli understood this 500 years ago. He saw that power isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's not about proving yourself to everyone who doubts you. Power is quiet. Power is selective. Power is strategic. And today, you're going to learn how to use it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to break down 7 lessons that will completely transform the way you interact with the world. You'll learn how to make people obsess over you without saying a word. You'll discover why silence is more dangerous than any comeback you could ever give. You'll understand how to withdraw strategically so that people chase you instead of you chasing them. This isn't about being cold. This isn't about being cruel. This is about taking back control of your life. This is about operating from a place of power instead of reaction. This is about becoming the kind of person that others can't manipulate, can't control, and can't ignore. Now I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I control my power. Let's begin. Number 1, guard your attention like gold. Let's start with the most fundamental rule of power. Your attention is currency, and just like money, the moment you start throwing it around carelessly, you become broke. Here's what nobody tells you. Every single time you give someone your attention, you're making an investment. You're spending your mental energy, your emotional bandwidth, your time, all of it, on that person or situation. And just like any investment, you need to ask yourself, what am I getting in return? Most people never ask that question. They give their attention to anyone who demands it. A hater leaves a comment, they respond. A toxic person starts drama, they engage. Someone disrespects them. They spend the next 3 hours crafting the perfect comeback. And what do they get back? Nothing. Absolutely nothing except stress, frustration, and wasted time. Machiavelli understood something that most people still don't get. The person who controls where their attention goes controls their entire life. Because attention isn't just about focus, it's about power. When you give someone your attention, you're giving them power over your emotions, your thoughts, your energy. Think about the people who constantly drain you, the ones who always have a problem, the ones who always need something, the ones who love to criticize everything you do. Now ask yourself, what have they ever given you in return for all that attention? Have they made your life better? Have they helped you grow? Have they added any real value? The answer is probably no, but they keep getting your attention anyway. Why? Because you haven't learned to be selective. Here's what the real power players do. They create a filter. Not everyone gets access. Not everyone gets a response. Not everyone gets their time. They ask one simple question before giving anyone their attention. Does this person deserve it? And if the answer is no, they move on. No explanation, no justification, no second thought. This is where most people mess up. They think they owe everyone their attention. They think they need to respond to every message, every comment, every attempt to pull them into drama. They think ignoring people makes them rude or weak. But it's the complete opposite. Ignoring the unworthy doesn't make you weak, it makes you untouchable. It shows that you value yourself enough to protect your energy. It proves that you're not available to just anyone who wants a piece of you. Imagine someone sends you a disrespectful message. Your first instinct is probably to fire back, to defend yourself, to put them in their place. But what does that accomplish? You've just given them exactly what they wanted. Your reaction, your energy, your power. Now imagine you don't respond at all. You read it, feel nothing, and delete it. What happens to that person? They sit there wondering why you didn't react. They check to see if you read it. They might even send another message trying to get your attention. And the whole time, you're living your life completely unbothered. That's the power of guarded attention. You become a fortress that nobody can penetrate unless you open the gate. And you only open that gate for people who've earned it. From this moment forward, treat your attention like gold, because it is. And gold doesn't go to everyone. It goes to the worthy. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My attention is gold. Number 2. Silence is your sharpest weapon. You know why people are afraid of silence? Because they think it makes them look weak. They think if they don't respond, if they don't defend themselves, if they don't have the last word, then somehow they've lost. They believe that silence means surrender. But here's the truth that will change everything. Silence is the most aggressive move you can make. Think about it. When someone attacks you with words and you come back with more words, what happens? You've entered their game. You're playing by their rules. You've given them exactly what they wanted, a reaction. And now you're both trapped in an endless back and forth that benefits nobody. But when you respond with silence, everything changes. The game stops, the power shifts, and suddenly they're the ones left standing there looking foolish, talking to a wall, getting absolutely nothing from you. Machiavelli knew this. He watched countless men destroy themselves by talking too much, explaining too much, reacting too much, and he saw the ones who rose to power were the ones who knew when to speak and when to stay silent. Silence communicates something that words never can: complete indifference. It says, "You're not worth my words, you're not worth my energy, you don't even register on my radar." And that destroys people more than any insult ever could. Let me break down why silence is so powerful. When you respond to someone, you're validating them. You're confirming that what they said mattered enough for you to craft a response. You're showing them that they got under your skin, that they affected you, that they won. But when you say nothing, you rob them of that validation. They're left in a vacuum of uncertainty. Did you see their message? Did it bother you? Do you even care? They'll never know. And that not knowing will eat at them more than any comeback you could have given. I've seen people spend days, sometimes weeks, obsessing over why someone didn't respond to them. They replay the conversation in their head. They wonder what they did wrong. They create entire scenarios trying to figure out what happened, all because of silence. That's psychological warfare without firing a